It's still summer, so that means there's still time for summer entertaining, and today I'm sharing some of my favorite tips with you. Hey guys, it's Kristi. Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited because we are doing some summer entertaining today, and this is a collab with my friend Kelly from the Diva Den. And so we've teamed up to share with you some of our favorite entertaining tips for summer, and we decided to kind of join forces in the way we did it so that you would get a taste of different things from both of us. So today I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite tips for things like appetizers and drinks, and Kelly is going to be sharing with you some of her favorite tips for the main course. And y'all, she is making pizzas and I can't wait to see what she does because I'm pretty intimidated by making pizzas, and I think it's gonna be awesome to see how she does it. I'll leave the link for Kelly's channel in the description box below, so make sure when you're finished with this video that you head over there and see what she's doing for the main course and what other types of tips she has for you for summer entertaining. And guys, if you're interested in creating a beautiful home, simplifying your daily routines, and living your most inspired life, then hit that subscribe button and join our community. We would love to have you join us. And also, if you like videos like this and find these tips helpful, please give this a thumbs up. That really helps me out and lets me know you'd like to see more videos like this. My first tip is to keep your appetizer simple. I love things that can be prepped ahead of time and aren't going to require a lot of work on the actual day of the party. And also, I love things that are going to allow me to be done and freed up so that when my guests arrive, I can actually spend time visiting and enjoying their company. No matter what the season or the party, you can't go wrong with crudité, and so that's what I decided to do, but I wanted to keep it focused on summer and use all of the things that are fresh during the summer, but also would pair well with pizza, which is what Kelly is making for the main course. I sliced up some cucumber and radishes for my vegetables. Since Kelly is making pizza and cantaloupe is one of my favorite things in the summer, I thought you can't go wrong with some cantaloupe and prosciutto. So I included that on my tray. And guys, I like to place everything out on my platter so I can get an idea of how it's gonna come together and what it's gonna look like. So I'll kind of do that as I'm going, and I'll put things out that can sit out for a while. But the things that shouldn't sit out too long, I'll save for last, like the prosciutto, because I don't want it out too long and dry out. Another one of my favorites for the summer is caprese salad. So I made a few little mini skewers to finish off my tray. With any crudité platter, you always want to have some type of a dip. So I decided to go with hummus, and that's where I'm getting help from the grocery store. I'm using the grocery store hummus, but we're just going to elevate it by adding a drizzle of olive oil. Now, while I was filming, I ended up doing a little bit more than a drizzle on mine, but I like to put it in a spoon and just do a little bit of drizzle. And then to that, I just added a little bit of paprika and some sesame seeds. It's all in the presentation. This is gonna taste great, and your friends aren't even gonna know that you didn't make the hummus yourself. Because I love summer fruit so much, I also decided to do a little bit of a take on a fruit and cheese platter. The first thing I have on my tray are some pears. Mine were large, so I went ahead and cut them in fourths, but if you had smaller ones, you could do this with just halves. And then to elevate the pears a little bit, I stuffed them with a little bit of goat cheese and then drizzled them with honey, and then I garnished everything with some chopped walnuts. And not only does it taste delicious, but it looks beautiful. And I'm putting it all on my marble tray. So another thing you'll notice is that most everything I'm using is white. So I'm keeping in that theme of the white to keep everything consistent and looking beautiful. And then I thought it would be really neat to put some cherries on ice. So I'm using my sundae glasses with some ice at the bottom. I wanted to keep consistent with the cherries, so I went ahead and put my grapes on ice in a sundae glass as well, but you probably don't need to put the grapes on ice if you didn't want to. And then to finish off my fruit tray, I just added some crackers. My second tip is to have a signature drink. A lot of times if we're doing something that's a little more casual, especially like a pizza party or if you're barbecuing, what we like to do is have our guests go ahead and bring their favorite beer, and then we might have some wine and then also make some type of drink. I do always like to have something to offer my guests even if they're bringing their own drinks. Since the main course is pizza, I wanted something that would say summer, but wouldn't be overly fruity because I wanted to make sure that whatever I did for the drink went really well with the pizza. So I decided to make a peach tea, and guys, it is absolutely delicious. And one of the things I love about a drink like this is it works perfectly as a mocktail or a cocktail. I love my drink dispensers, and inside the drink dispenser is just peach tea, but your guests will have the option to turn it into a cocktail if they like. To make the peach tea, I put 2 cups water and 2 cups sugar into a saucepan. That's for the simple syrup, but we're gonna make it a peach simple syrup. That's where the peach comes from. So I chopped up 4 peaches into small pieces, added that to the water, and then added a little bit of lemon zest. Now the lemon zest is optional, but I like it. I think it gives it a nice little flavor. Then you want to bring it to a boil and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. You'll know it's ready when the peaches are soft and the flesh has lost most of their color. Next, mash your peaches and then set it aside to cool. Once it's cooled, all you need to do is strain it and then it's ready to go. One thing I love about this peach simple syrup is you can make it a day or 2 ahead of time and it'll still be good for your party. And then I started filling my drink dispenser, starting with the tea and then alternating with some of the simple syrup. And I just went back and forth, guys, and then also added in some water. And you just want to keep doing this mix until you get the exact right sweetness and flavor that you want. My dispenser is large, so I ended up using most of the peach simple syrup that I had. And then if you use some frozen peaches to garnish along with your ice, it really will help keep it cold for a long time. And then on my tray, I just included some whiskey and some vodka, so if anybody wants to make this a cocktail, they have the option to do that with a couple different choices. When you're drinking tea, you're gonna want a straw, and so I like to take my straws and cut them down to size for the glasses that I'm using. When you're setting up your drink station, make sure you include garnishes. It just tops it off and lets your guests know that you thought of everything. My next tip is to use simple, fresh flowers as your decor. So what I like to do is take something like these 4" by 4" square vases that I got in bulk from Amazon. I'll leave the link below if you're interested, and just simply put 1 hydrangea in it and then place them around on my buffet and then different spots in my house. It lets my guests know that I was thinking about them and wanted to make it special for them, but it's also a low budget way to have high impact. Next tip is about entertainment. A few days before your party, get together a playlist. Whitney loves to do this. He's always in charge of the playlist. So get that together ahead of time and have it ready to go. Have it something that is appropriate for whatever the event is or the type of party that you're throwing. My last tip is to remember to prepare the bathroom properly for your guests. It's probably one of the places that every guest is gonna visit at some point through the night besides the main entertaining spaces. So I always like to do some special little touches in the bathroom and make sure everything is clean and ready to go for my guests. This is one of the spots in the house where I added the little hydrangeas, so there would be some type of decor in there when the guest went. You also want to make sure that your hand soap is completely full and ready for everybody to use. And the last thing I did was add in a box of Kleenex and make sure that was ready to go. I don't normally keep Kleenex in that bathroom, but I figured somebody might need it, so I went ahead and added some in there. All right, guys, y'all know that I love making my homemade drinks, but I want to know, when you throw a party, do you typically have some type of a signature drink? Let us know in the comments below. I'm anxious to hear what y'all have to say about that. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're interested in creating a beautiful home, simplifying your daily routines, and living your most inspired life, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so you'll never miss a video. Remember to go over to Kelly's channel and find out all of her tips and see how she makes that homemade pizza. And happy entertaining, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.